Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, yeah. Happy
Morning.
Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Woo! We are it
At
today.
least I've
So,
got a flag. Happy
yes, we are
Canada
it today.
Day.
There is the flag. So you see the red and white.
Yeah,
So it's Canada Day.
yeah,
Yes, we are very happy to be here, July 1st. And I know that, Ghanaians too are also celebrating. I think they are having a
Republic,
picnic.
right?
They're having a picnic somewhere today, but I don't think
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was at a funeral yesterday of a lady that we knew, and there's a program this evening. So it's just sad how life just boom, just like that, and you are gone. So we need to enjoy it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go share to groups, and then
Okay.
we can.
Right. So, yeah, welcome everyone and happy Canada Day again. We're excited because today's Canada Day, and I would like to talk about the good things of Canada. Yeah. And how generally I would say the freedom that you enjoy, well, not so much for some of us, but there are a lot of people who in their home countries cannot do a lot of things, are restricted from a lot of things, but there's generally or comparatively some form of freedom here that you can be yourself and express yourself. We're all for that. Knowing yourself and being yourself. Because that's a huge freedom. It's like the best way to live, actually, being
Excuse
yourself.
me. Yeah, have your own people got that memo?
No, they don't.
Recent
No,
events,
we're
right?
busy. We're busy pleasing other people. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know, especially you guys in the States, we know that you make fun of us a lot. I see it in movies all the time and in
Polite
interviews.
Canadians.
I know, but yes, Canadians are really polite. And recent, like when I went to Ghana this Christmas, I was like opening doors for people, and I wasn't thinking about it till I get the look, kinda, because it was normal for me, but then I get like a very appreciative look, and I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was normal, so that's something significant, something that I guess has changed with me because
Yes,
I was just doing it without thinking.
that's
Yeah.
good.
So that is Canadian. And our A.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I do love Canada. Living here is, I love it.
It's
If you take advantage of the opportunities that are here,
mhm.
you can yeah, do a lot with your life.
It's funny to have said before, a long time ago when I was in Ghana before I came, and my dad used to take me to the Ghana Canada Friendship Association meetings, right?
Okay.
I didn't understand what this man was doing. When I turned 18, he was renewing my passport. I'm like, okay, what's he about? So I'll go to these meetings, right? And I'm like, okay. And then one time I still remember the ambassador's name, Aubrey Morans. He made this comment. He said, he finds it very interesting that in Ghana you have kids who
Mhm.
speak three, four languages just like that, and they can't even manage the French and English, the English and French here. I thought, what does he mean? Then when I came here, I got it.
That's good.
I got
Yeah.
the memo. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what he means.
You understood, yeah.
Okay, there's a Facebook greeter from Accra. Welcome on
Hi.
board. Welcome you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So yes, yeah, we
Mhm.
can start. As we said,
Mhm.
it's Canada Day today, July 1st. So I'm going to ask a question. If somebody can answer it, which year did Canada become independent?
I didn't even take that one.
You see, well, I didn't put this on the notification, but
Mm.
if I know these may be questions that people may not necessarily know because we have different we have what do you call it, people from all over watching us, right?
Yeah.
So if you're able to answer three, maybe you'll get a giveaway. Yes.
Whoa,
Let's
that's
put it down.
exciting.
A giveaway within North America, sadly, because if I try mailing something to Ghana or wherever, I don't know if it will get there. I don't know, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, we can still send it somehow, just so it's all inclusive. It will
yeah,
just take time. We won't mail it.
yes,
When someone is
yeah,
coming down, we can pass it.
yeah, yeah. Or otherwise, we could just send you a PDF
Oh
of
yeah,
the giveaway.
that's
Something. I mean,
true.
you'll not have the hard copy in
The
your hand, but
electronic.
you'll have it if we get an email address, for example. So, do you want to? Oh, I asked the question. Which
Yeah.
year? In which year did Canada become independent? Anybody? Anybody want to answer that, or shall I put it out?
Yes, you should.
Okay. So Canada became independent July 1st, 1867. So we are 156 years old today.
Mm.
Right. Do you want to do one and then we'll go to the top?
Yeah, I found an interesting one. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to put it in this question form.
Okay.
What was Canada Day previously called? Yes, I think that should be.
Oh,
And yeah, when I was going through the questions, I saw that and I said, interesting.
okay.
Is there an answer?
No, you're just saying hurry. I
Harry.
don't. Or are you saying hi? It's a wave, so hi.
Okay, I'll give the answer.
Let
What?
me see.
Okay.
Can I try? Was it Dominion Day?
Yes. Wow. That's impressive. Wow.
I agree because we have a line in the national anthem that said from Dominion, from sea to sea. And I think when you are in Ottawa, I forget which street, there's this kind of bridge or bar or something, and it has that line there. But it's a verse. Do you know that thing from whatever Dominion to Dominion? It's a Bible verse. Yes. Oh, thank you for joining us. You're very welcome.
Oh, hi.
This is we do educational programs, and feel free to share your opinions. The only qualifiers, we don't do insults.
Yeah.
If we don't agree with what we say, if you don't agree with what we're saying, we just agree to disagree, because we've been to any number of platforms, especially from our community. We are Ghanaians living in Canada, but when you go on Ghanaian platforms, I see today that there's a lot of insults, and it's just unbelievable. So we're respectful. This is a respectful place, yes. So Dominion Day, okay. So
Ah,
with that,
wow, that's awesome. It was
yeah.
changed in 1982. I found
Oh,
out
okay,
not too
okay.
long ago.
The history is very interesting and complex.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found something to it. Said I think that we used to be called New France. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well, you know how we have the Quebec portion, and also I'm
Yeah.
sure France, the
British.
French are
Yep.
also getting into stuff, like the wars and that were. Um, so on this platform, because we have a new person, I'll just do a little bit of explanation. It's Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner, and it's based on my books, and I'll just show them if I can find them. Okay, so Reflections for My Thirsty Soul came out in 2021. 2020. The Beauty of a Woman's Heart and Refreshing for My Weary Soul came out in 2021. And Own It came out last year, 2022. And so the newest one is the My Unapologetic Self. There it is. And this year, we've been doing a set of series. We just finished demystifying some cultural and religious norms. So today we are starting with my unapologetic self. Just take a topic from the book and discuss it. And I have a short story or snippet in there called Stand Tall. So it's based on believing in yourself and all that kind of thing. So I realized that it's very difficult. It depends which every environment you grow up in, there's things. We're not saying that, oh, where we came from is the West and everything is hunky-dory here. There's things that go on everywhere. So I thought to ask the question, how do we overcome body shaming in our society? So, oh, somebody put 1982. I hadn't seen that. Yeah.
Oh, Facebook user.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so So based on that, today we are doing, yes, the question was, so this is my unapologetic self, the new series that we are starting based on my fifth book. And so we are saying, how do we overcome body shaming in our society? So we have to define, yeah, what is body shaming then?
Ooh, body shaming is he making someone. Sometimes it's we do it to ourselves anyway, but it's usually making someone feel bad, terrible, like have a bad perception about themselves or a part of their body,
Mm-hmm.
usually a part of their body. But um, internally, we can do it to ourselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but normally what we see is other people letting other people feel like a part of their body is not the, I would say, maybe status quo or beautiful or
Mm-hmm.
the normal thing that is expected to be seen. Yeah.
I'll add to that, in African communities, people expect women to all have the hourglass figure. It's a bum, or let me use a term, they call it nyash. I don't know why,
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Nigerian.
so
Yep.
yeah, it really amazes me that people can use their lips to condemn or criticize somebody because of their body part. And interestingly enough, we come from a community that most of us say we are believers or Christians. So,
Hmm.
what does the good old Bible tell you? And yet, look at, so you are told that you are created in God's image. So, you that you say you are created in God's image, you are condemning His creation. Like, what gives you that right? What happened to respect? Like, I think that we talk too freely, lose lips. And yes, like you said, body shaming is humiliating somebody or making negative or inappropriate comments about them.
Mhm,
So,
mhm,
and
yeah.
growing up, we've all had that happen to us. So
Yeah.
it's like, and of course, like you said, we tend to do it to ourselves. So how come this? You're talking to somebody, oh, that looks nice on you. Oh, me, nothing suits me. Then they say that. And
Yeah.
so you who gave the compliment, then you go, oh, the person has deflected.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That a lot.
we are too humble. Let's stop the humility. If somebody says, hey, you're looking good, such and such, all you have to do is open your mouth and say thank you.
Yeah.
No matter how, like your self talk, the negative self talk you've given yourself, just try this. When people tell yourself that, okay, the next few times that people compliment me, let me open up my spirit to receive it. And
Mm,
you'll see how you start to feel because you deserve it. But we've been told, it's almost like we've been taught that we don't, well, everything we have to give it away.
mm.
We can't be good to ourselves. We have to be good to others. That's what makes us look good. But what about you? You are empty because you are not even accepting yourself. So how will you be good to somebody else? So that's what we see going on, really. Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned humility. I think we don't have a good definition of it. We feel like when you put yourself down, that's humility, but that's not it.
Yeah. No,
Being
that
humble,
is.
means you should put yourself down.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
yes. Hmm.
anything else?
Well, I don't know. How do you overcome? So, what's the first question? Like, what is it, right?
Yeah, we've defined what it is, like the
Oh,
negative aspect, saying this
I
and
don't.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, why do we body shame then?
Mm, hmm. Um, First and foremost, it's like it's okay. When I look back at our community, because that's what we know,
Hmm.
it's kind of like it's accepted. It's a joke kind of thing. Yeah. So it's normal. And when you don't like it, it's like you're doing too much or you're being too petty.
Hmm.
Someone tells you something like "Benitike said," because you grow up with the adults do it to the kids.
Yes.
So then the kids also do it to their fellow kids.
Hmm.
So
It's going on.
like accepted, yes, by
Hmm.
society. It's nothing. I mean, it's a joke. I mean, you have a
Hmm.
head, so what? Kind
Yeah.
of thing. Not thinking about how it will make you feel
Hmm.
later on and how it would impact you actually. Because it does.
Hmm. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think too that sometimes there's insecurity. People feel bad about themselves, so they come and project on you. Like maybe they see you and you seem there's something about you that rubs them the wrong way. Or why is she feeling so confident over there? Why is he? And then they just do something to bring you down,
Yeah.
and it can affect you no matter how confident you are. It will affect you. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they do it. It's like I was at some function years ago, and this little girl, maybe I wouldn't call her well, young child, maybe 8, 9, and she has the half glass figure. And this lady that I know talking, she pokes her and she said, "Where are you going with that?" And I thought, yeah, and I thought to myself, what is wrong with us? Why would you say that to a child? So if you're not careful and this sinks into her spirit, she'll think there's something wrong with me and she'll
Yeah.
start having body issues.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, sure, maybe you think that only grown-ups should have that
Uh,
shape, but have you stopped to think that the grown-ups now, they were born with that, they grew up like this little girl.
mhm,
So if somebody doesn't have a bum, you will insult them. When they do too, you are talking.
mhm.
So
True.
when will we ever be happy, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Just
yeah,
like you said, they are self-conscious about their own bodies and
yeah,
not confident in their own bodies. So
hmm,
they have to put someone else down, even if it's good or
yeah,
it's something that they would like
hmm.
to have on their own body. They will still put you down.
Oh goodness. And so even like it's like what you were saying, it's when we explain that we do it in our community, societal norms, joking about people is something that we do,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we think it's okay.
Yeah.
To go and nine be oh now here, something ATK and a kenny, those
Yep.
Nancy names, yeah. So like hello. And I'm thinking, okay, we are so predisposed towards negativity, but how about you rather find the good to say,
Mm-hmm.
hello,
So
Mr. Araba. Yes, we are squared, aren't we? Happy Canada Day. We are celebrating Canada Day and we have our flag. So, and we
mhm.
are asking questions. So,
Yeah.
the
Well,
next question,
somebody got one right, so
yes,
we'll see about that after.
hmm, yes. So,
And please tell us your name. It's showing us Facebook.
Facebook user, yeah, would if we know your name, it will be great. So we
Yes.
are talking about how do we overcome body shaming in our society, and we define what it was, and now we are talking of why people body shame. We say insecurity or just that it's done in the society.
Yeah.
People do it, so everybody does it.
Thinks it's
Hey,
okay.
thank you, everybody. Hey, you found a maple leaf. They say, yeah, good for
Hey.
you. Thank you. She's sharp, sharp. So, yeah, and also like people think that it's okay. They think they have the best of intention. Oh, let me just say that, but it
Mhm,
doesn't help,
mhm.
right? It
Yeah.
doesn't help because you end up hurting people. And of course, to the other thing is lack of awareness. With us, I would say it's lack of awareness.
Mo-
Everybody does it until let me also do it.
We don't think
And
about the impact. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and right now, what we're talking about, it does a lot of harm to people because emotionally we become broken and damaged. And let me link it to what is going on now. This young woman has written her story, and people can relate to the concept of feelings,
Yeah.
emotions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so even I've seen many a thread and people saying, "Oh, but you did this to your mother. You didn't respect your mother. You didn't." Nobody's looking at the perspective because she's an adult. She's owed automatic respect, which is fine. But the thing is, think also of the harm that she's done this girl by not telling her the truth. This has caused her pain. That's why she's talking about it. And so, because we're not a people, we're not. Anytime you talk about emotions, even in relationships, oh, you're happy or your wife, oh, maybe a threat. I know
Mm.
of somebody who says something like, when I'm leaving home, I make sure that I hug my wife or I say goodbye or whatever. She's so busy doing whatever and she's not used to that, right? But she said, in life, we don't know what will happen. So it goes both ways. It could be the man or the woman. They are so um, emotionally distant. They can't relate to. This is why we have all these problems that we're having, right?
We're not empathetic as a people.
No,
Generally,
no, 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 no.
we feel emotions. I guess it's because also that we feel like emotions
Hmm,
a sign of weakness. You know.
hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Facebook user says people need to understand that in spite of how you look, accept and let no one be intimidating you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Exactly. I mean, this is how you came out.
Mm-hmm. You didn't create yourself. That's what we.
Yeah. The things that have been told, oh, Nemomapo, Nitikesiye, this and that, like, growing up, you hear all kinds of strange
Oh
things.
yeah,
Right now, if I sit here and say what I'm saying, people will think, oh, she's showing off. I'm sorry, but I have to speak this truth.
it is.
Okay? When you hear these comments, you grow up feeling like you are the ugly duckling. It's only when I moved to Canada and people were saying, oh, you're beautiful. Then I'm like, oh, okay, what are they talking about? Because people you wouldn't hear any good word.
No.
Very few. Can you imagine?
I
Nana,
remember also like when
mhm,
I was growing up, it was yeah, when I was little up to I guess Form 1, and I read this book. It's The Godfather.
mhm,
Because people used to say I have a big head and my mouth was also big. So I was very conscious when I'm taking a picture, I want to make my mouth seem
mhm,
thinner than it actually is.
mhm,
And then I read this Godfather book. It's a mafia book, but
mhm.
this lady went to see a surgeon and they did other parts of the body. I'm not going to say that they did their lips too. And I was like, okay, she wants her mouth to be thicker. So as I read books, I said,
Mhm.
so whenever after that, whenever someone says that, I just tell them it's sexy too. And that that just stopped it right there,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yes.
not everybody gets to get something that would help them get over it.
No.
I have a cousin who still feels like her legs are too skinny, and whenever she wears something, she would ask you and say, "Get over it, come on."
So let me read Nanaraba's comment. She said, it's one of the societal vices. I am guilty. I sometimes tell baby Lars, need to say adri. Her head like her head like palm kernel. It's so rounded. Lord, I repent. I'll take conscious effort to stop that.
Yeah,
Thank you for your
yeah,
honesty.
yeah.
We all say and do things, right? Oh, this, oh, that. But
We're not conscious about.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Facebook user says, yeah, and yeah, we are all unique. Yes.
Yes.
The sad thing is that we're not allowing people to be their unique selves, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So, you know, w- w- something else. Yes, I was going to talk about my height.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it's funny this my email address. I've even used my uncle. I have this uncle, he's pastor, when he used to call me Mami Dogo. It's only in recent years that when you grow up, you know to think through things and go, oh, he was calling me Mami Dogo, but he has 5 daughters. They are all tall too.
Okay.
No one, not none of them,
No.
and once and none of they are not short. So I'm thinking, okay. But I used to get so teased, like, oh, I told you the story of that boy in sixth form circling around me saying you are too tall. I'm like, what is he talking about?
Hmm.
When I started to get better, when I came here and I got a new, I'm like, oh, okay. And I thought, wait a minute, it's his problem.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how to verbalize. He
Mm-hmm.
probably liked me. He's feeling intimidated by my height. Why should my height intimidate you? Me now, I grew up, oh, Mami Dogo, this, people calling you all kinds of names, this and that. But coming here, it's like people want to be tall.
Exactly.
So I don't care. I'm like, this is me. Take it or leave it. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. Leave me to be me, be
Yeah.
myself. Nanaraba says, my ex-husband told me I had pencil legs.
Oh,
Yeah, that statement bothered me for years.
of
Nanaraba,
course.
the things that you hear, it will stay in your mind because I say,
Hey.
why?
Yeah.
Because it's painful. Oh, it's
Mm.
very painful. It's very painful. And then, oh, good morning, Miss Sage. Happy Canada Day from the province of Alberta and the province of Ontario.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, well, let's do a question. Let's do a question and then we can
Mm.
continue with the next. So let me see here. Let me put it up. Today is Canada Day. We've answered the question. Canada became independent July 1st, 1867. So today we are 156 years old. Can you imagine?
Mm.
So, my question for you, how many time zones does Canada have? It's
Mm.
a big country. So, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Miss Sage.
Happy Canada Day.
Any takers? How many time zones? Should I answer my question?
So,
Okay, well, there's 6 time zones. So you start from the Pacific, that's British Columbia, right? And then you come to Mountain, that is us in Alberta.
mhm.
Then you go to Central, I believe that would be Saskatchewan and Manitoba. I could be wrong there. And then there's Eastern. Yeah, you are Eastern because you're in Ontario.
Yeah.
And then there's Atlantic. Yes, Atlantic is 3 hours ahead of us in Alberta, and Newfoundland is 3.5. So can you imagine 6 time zones?
Time
It's
zone.
a pretty big country.
It
So
is.
Pacific time, Mountain Standard Time, Central, Eastern Atlantic, and Newfoundland. Wow, let's carry on.
You know that when I was driving from Alberta to here, yeah, I passed through three actually.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
was that not confusing?
it was. Because okay, I'll set my time. Okay, today I'm driving for 8 hours. Okay, so it should be this time. By the time I get there and it's a different time.
Yeah, yeah, I
Take a
know.
while to notice that okay, I've traveled through a different time zone.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
It's like Nana is in Halifax right now, and then we have, oh, yeah, she's 3 hours ahead. So you have to remember. And she
Yeah.
goes, oh, it's only this over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Araba says, my first daughter is 5 feet
Oh
9. Oh, she's
wow.
almost 6 foot. Okay. She was called light pole in basic school. It affected her self-esteem. My big sis and I assured her she was beautiful, looks like a model, and her mates are just jealous and wish to be like her. Today, her confidence is so heartwarming.
That's good.
Thank you.
You worked
This
on.
is it
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, let me tell you something funny. You know this Yvonne Nelson Bruhaha, all
Mm-hmm.
these social media comment post and the threads, and some lady, a woman like Yvonne Nelson,
Mm-hmm.
she's a woman too. She wrote, "Hey, this girl is tall. Hey, some comment." And like it's so strange. And I started laughing. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when a few of us, Yama Joy, Kwamwa, and I, and Sika, we did a program with Sika last Sunday. We'll be continuing tomorrow. And
Okay.
I made the comment that when in the book you see pictures of Yvonne, and when she was in elementary, her schoolmates, I think there's only one other girl who was just as tall as her, and I see her standing there, and I said, I smiled, I started laughing, I said,
Saw
I saw
yourself.
Yvonne's gangly picture, I said, that is me. See, this is what we're talking about, that people write books and you have to read it. It's relatable.
It is. It is.
It's relatable. A lot of the trauma she's written about, we've all suffered it, and we are sitting here making noise because we don't acknowledge it. This
Mm-hmm.
age says, wow, that's a lot of time zones. Yes, it's nuts.
Yep.
Like I'm sitting here, it's 11:33 at my end, but it's 1:33 at Ya's end. So,
Yeah.
like it's weird. So, did I ask my question? Yeah, the time
Yeah.
zones. Okay.
So,
Hey, Pastor
hey,
P.
Pastor
Hello,
P.
hello, hello. It's been a while. Oh. Let me show you this. Happy Canada Day. We are celebrating. So yeah, let's continue. Let's see. So we talked about why do we body shame. All right, let's talk about the effects.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh yeah. Well, the obvious one is the self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
But go about thinking of yourself as whatever that they are trying to portray on you,
Mm-hmm.
you actually believe it. And for us to, what's bad about our society is that I'm sure there's body shaming here too. So
Oh yes.
I know, but for here, the positive is also pointed out. Be
Mm-hmm.
complimented a lot, even by strangers. You get complimented.
Yes, totally.
But for us,
Thank you, Pastor P.
it's usually just the negative that is being pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes the self-esteem, your self-esteem will go down.
Mm-hmm.
You're always not, um, I don't know what to say, but you're not able to be yourself, or to um just like me taking a picture and hiding my lips and my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything about it. I'm sure I
Yeah.
would have done something about my
Yeah.
hair if I could. but there was nothing I could do about it. And then it also leads to, you try to change who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that these body enhancements are bad, but it's about, I think it's more about why you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that you can't be accepted as a human being and that's why you're doing it, then
Yeah.
bad.
It's a
But if you're
problem.
doing it just to be, I don't know, cosmetically, uh, I don't know, I don't know how to frame it, but I feel, I don't know, why there's a lot of that going on today must come from these things,
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're a full woman if you're not hourglass shape.
And enhanced. Yes.
Yes, but that's really stupid if that's
Yeah.
why you do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yes, a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Even with what you are saying, right?
Hmm.
Somebody will come and tell you, I know of a family member of, oh, she calls herself Akosua Tuntum, you know, or it's like even one time I think when the last time I came from Ghana, I don't remember if it was 2018 or 2019, and she made, hey, auntie, you have become dark like me. But the point about it is like I'm already dark, right? But
Hmm.
even the body shaming thing, it's been put in our minds that you have to be light skinned. We favor, so of course, people are bleaching all over the place. And some people, you see them and it looks so unnatural. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Right.
Right.
But it's all part of it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a separate whole other topic anyway,
Oh
right?
yeah.
But
Yeah. But
maybe we'll go
let's
there.
step from here.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
go there. So, but it's like you're saying this kind of low self-esteem.
Hmm.
Oh, you are too short. Oh, you are too tall. So what should you be? Even, yeah, listen to this. I'm going to say something from a cultural or societal perspective in Ghana,
Hmm.
I don't know, say, oh, here because of poverty, if you are skinny, people think, oh, you don't have food to eat. We like, oh, if you are big, then your husband is looking after you. I got
Yeah.
told, I got told that before. I said, my sister and I went home, and then one family member is telling one of my sisters that, who crucial you, and they didn't say anything to me. I said, oh, because me, I'm tall and slim, so my husband is not looking
Or
after
show
me,
you
right? So
you're starving.
yeah. And then we even talking about the body shame, like even me instinctively in my mind, I do it because over here in the diaspora, they favor tall, slim, everybody is struggling to be thin. So everybody wants to be thin. So
Hmm.
when I see people who are big, in my mind, I tell myself, oh, I wonder how this person feels because the society thinks they should be this. So the body shaming aspect, it goes on,
Yeah.
plus sizes. Now they are trying to be more um, inclusive. So they include,
Yeah.
yeah, even on ET Canada, there's a lady on there and she's a plus size lady.
Mm.
And so I'm thinking, oh, now they are doing all these things. So it's whichever society you are in, there's some shaming going on.
Yeah.
Yes, because anyway, I don't know. Yeah, and of course, too, there can be issues for especially young ladies, eating disorders, right?
Yeah.
Anxiety, even body dysmorphic, like it can be severe. We don't think about it, but
Hmm.
you see, how can a young teenage girl be eating and then just purging? Like, it's sad, but some of these things, what we're talking about is what leads to it. And of course, it can become a mental health issue over time because all
Right.
this is affecting your esteem. You think like we can't get into the deep aspects of it, but this
Mm.
is what happens. Yes. So where was I? So we're talking about effects of body shaming, right? Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah. Well, just like you were saying, and I don't know, the effects. I think that, okay, I'll give the example of the society thinking that men with big tummies are rich. That example, I think that need to poor health too, because
Yeah. Yeah, let me cut in, please, before I forget. This man with
mm,
big tummy thing, but this man with a big tummy will tell their wife that they are too fat and they should go and slim. For
exactly.
him, he maintain his standard, his status quo, and be like that.
So I mean, who anyway? What I was going to say, we'll go into the next question, but yeah.
Hello, Tony. Nice to have you on. And Nanaraba says ignorance, stress even causes fatness. Oh, you said ignorance, stress even causes fatness. Yes,
I
that's
thought
true.
for
Yeah.
eating.
So yeah, do you want to ask a question? Another one?
Oh, this is an easy one. What is
We hope so.
what is the name of the Canada national anthem?
Oh, somebody tell us.
That was
Going once, going twice. I know, so I won't answer.
Hmm.
Maybe we should sing it for them. Any takers?
Okay, nobody.
Okay, okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, through patriot love,
All the lyrics.
in all thy sons command, we see thee lie there true. I can't even remember there true,
Girl.
born and
So
free.
yeah, the the title is "Oh Canada."
Oh, Canada,
Yeah.
yes, that was a good one.
Mm.
All right, so okay, so I'll continue with what does the name Canada mean? That's a hard one, right?
It is. I don't even know it.
All right, I will write it. So, what did I do? I wrote it in the wrong place.
So you have the answer already typed.
Yeah, I did, but I think I put it. Let me see here. I was trying to bring it up. Yeah, Kanata
Kanata.
means
Oh,
village or settlement. Yes, it's a
oh,
First Nation. It's a First Nation name. I think they said Haudenosaunee. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but the eastern. It's from the eastern side of Canada. Yeah, so when the white settlers came, like they were taking the First Nation people. Oh, let's go to our village or let's go to our settlement. So Kanata, Kanata, then it became Canada.
interesting.
Tony says body shaming is one of the things hindering and killing most women's capacities and abilities. Most entertainers can't even stand on the red carpet because of their body size. The society always tries to limit big body women from being on the red carpet.
Mm.
Thank you so much. This is the thing.
Yeah,
It's a big one. Like, why can't we accept people just the way they are?
exactly.
Yeah, so all right. So we did effects of body shaming. Do you have any other comments on the effects?
Mm. No, I think the big one is the mental,
Yeah.
effect that it has on the
Hmm.
person.
Yeah. And of course, too, there are some people on the other side of it that the people who are very thin too, they face all kinds of, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
especially now that you need to have a big ass and big boobs. If you are thin, you're, you're
Some of us don't have any ass. We are here. We are walking, we are strutting ourselves, we don't care.
why would you let someone dictate how you should look? I mean,
I don't know.
wait.
We are not, even yesterday, I'll bring this up. Yesterday, I had, um, again, I go back to this book that this lady Yvonne wrote.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is the misogyny and chauvinistic comments on TikTok, some platforms. And so this guy was saying something, a comment that, have you noticed that it is you women who should be careful of each other because it's your fellow woman who will come and bash you for not having a child? He said, have you ever heard any man bashing another
It's
man that, oh,
true.
so, and I'm listening and I'm like, well, this is the point right there. I've said many a time that when something is going on with a woman in the community, you see the lone woman sitting amongst three or four men and bashing her own gender.
Yeah.
So these things, like, if for me, the underlying factor, I always come back to the faith thing. yeah, Christopher Mappa.
True.
We say we know God and this and that, and yet the things that we read, then we come out and treat people like garbage. So what is the name for it? It's hypocrisy. Then put the Bible away and then we know that, but we say, oh yeah, Christopher, and then all these things are going on. So how do we overcome body shaming?
Well, if we work on ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
because one of the reasons why people do it is because they are
Mm-hmm.
already insecure about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if you work out on our own selves, then you would not try to put someone else down just to feel good
Mm-hmm.
about
Yeah,
yourself. Yeah. And
yeah.
I think also that, well,
Hello, Miss Efua. Welcome.
I think when someone says something, I think we should speak up. Let We shouldn't let them feel like it's normal. It's not normal. It should
Mm-hmm.
be accepted. And it's only by speaking up and making them feel ashamed of themselves that we
Yeah,
can stop it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think we should speak up. Whatever it is, it's my body.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Own it.
Yeah,
Own
seriously.
your, yeah.
Seriously, like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about the speaking up. When people you see people making those comments, call them out on it that
Yeah.
it is not okay.
Yeah.
And even after you've called them out and they are doing all their whatever, you are in a group and this is happening, you call it out and switch the topic to something else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you spoke also of like, working on yourself. So my comment is that cultivate self-love, accept yourself.
Yeah.
Look, we're supposed to accept ourselves, the good and the bad,
Mhm.
flaws and all.
Yeah.
So if you know what your flaw is, you think, oh, my nose is too big or my ears are too big or whatever it is, just accept yourself,
Yeah.
right? And of course, the other thing is that you have to replace your negative self-talk. Okay,
Yes.
this is so hard. You see, this is why I'm saying that this concept of um, being able to accept yourself, it
Mhm.
involves work. You don't feel beautiful or stand in front of the mirror. There are people that they stand in front of the mirror, they don't even look at themselves. They can't. There are people like that, they won't look in a mirror. That's how bad they feel. But you need to look in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. Speak to yourself, I'm worth it, I have value, I'm enough. You know, tell yourself those
It's,
things.
uh,
Smile at yourself in the mirror. Smile. You're not hurting anybody,
yeah.
you know. And like, um, because we are not there yet, that is why we won't understand why somebody would write a book about what they've gone through.
Mhm.
You have to heal yourself. You are part of your healing. Or as they say, um, I think I heard somebody saying this too. God is not going to come and do something that you should be doing for yourself. Or
Yeah.
you should be part of it. You just don't say, oh God, give me a job, give me a job. You've prayed, yeah, go look for the job.
He's put whatever you need inside of you. So
Yeah. So
whatever.
you have to help yourself, right? You have to help yourself. So, some of these things you have to come to a place where, well, you have to look at the person who's saying those things.
Mm.
For me, if I look at you and I hear what I'm like, oh, it's not necessary. Yeah. I had something, it's not related, but something interesting happened this morning and I was going to respond, but I looked at the individual. I said, no,
Yeah.
just let them chop block. That's all. No need to engage. No, no, no.
Yeah.
You can't, some people you can't engage with. It
Mhm.
will turn into something else.
True.
Maybe they are just looking for that opportunity and don't give it to them. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, and then also the other thing is that manage the time spent on social media. A lot of these insecurities are because now social media is so easily accessible. You see somebody posing, doing this, you think their life is 100% tiggity boo, everything over. There's stuff that we show. And if you're insecure, these things will affect you. Oh, look at that person. Oh, this, you don't know what is happening behind. I mean, seriously, let me make the qualifier. Some are okay, it's genuine, nice, genuine pictures, but
Yeah.
there's the other side of it, the copying, copycatting, following.
Yeah.
It's like I watched this clip of this lady posing by a car, and then another lady came and she's braided her hair. This one posing has weave, so she thinks that the one who has natural hair is nobody. Oh, get away! I'm trying to do this, and then the lady goes click click. It's her car. So she had to run off to another one. And then when she went to that one became a fight. Cry. The lady beat her. She removed her wig and she had
Wow.
to
It's sad.
fake life.
Yeah.
Fake life. Okay.
How does that
So
make you feel afterwards? I don't know.
social media is doing a number on people, and you need to manage yourself, manage your expectations. Just because you are seeing somebody standing in Dubai doesn't mean you should go and do anything, whatever, to also get to Dubai.
Sometimes it's even photoshopped.
And of course, the other part of it too is that reach out to someone you trust who can support you.
Yes.
Sometimes talking to somebody, they are discerning, or you are discerning enough to know the maturity level of that person, that
Mhm.
they are not going to go put your information all out there, and you
Yeah.
talk to them and they can be of help to you. And
Mhm.
of course, you yourself, well,
Hmm.
you can create awareness too through videos and things like that. But the
Just
thing is, if you are not confident enough to stand in front of the video, that also becomes a different thing. But the main thing is that, learn to love yourself, speak positively about yourself. If somebody comes to tell you something you don't like, call them out on it. In our community, we don't like that. I will say this again. Somebody thinks they have the right to come and say something nasty to you.
yeah.
And then when you react, then they project on you, oh, I only said this small thing. Wake kakra meka. No, 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 no. Pick up your words and get moving. Don't do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do to people, don't do to others what you don't want to be done to you.
Hmm.
Now Naraba said social media is not for the faint-hearted. It is true. Oh. Hmm.
True.
So true. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you can do a question and then we'll go to commercials.
Yeah. I was also going to add that for people who are prone to, pointing out the negative in other people,
Mm-hmm.
you try every time you're tempted, just think of something positive to say. That
Mm-hmm.
would help because what's really think about what is the main reason behind it. Are you telling the person to go fix it or what? Because these are things that the person came, was born with. So you're just saying it to put the person down. So
Mm-hmm.
instead, say something that would uplift the person.
Mm-hmm.
That should help. And I think that this is a start too. I mean, creating awareness because it's been done over time, as we said, and people are not aware of how serious the impact is because it's kind of accepted. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a good start. You're bringing awareness, so we should just
Mm-hmm.
continue to, bring that awareness that it does have a serious negative effect on us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, sorry, there were some comments. I forget to read it. I'll take them now. So Tony says body plastic surgery, some of these things.
Yes.
So most women would say, if I have the money, why don't I go under the knife? Tressa also dear, you can't be confident in what you are doing. So dear, no, it's like go and change it, go and change
Yeah.
myself, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, pressure and quan on social media. Sometimes people use the camera effects with the snow falling down, but you'll hear from someone at the background saying,
Yeah, go.
Kosiane Meko, Ebra Yetuto in Canada, boy. Oh, Tony, you come and kill us today.
Oh my god.
Hey, pressure
Oh
not
my god.
does. The
Oh.
pressure is too much. My goodness. Like how? How? How?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to do a question and then we'll go for
Oh, I
commercial?
have one question. What is the lowest temperature ever recorded in Canada?
The lowest what?
Temperature.
Hey,
Yes.
-50?
No. It's been lower than that before. Yeah, the -50 was quite recently, right? In Edmonton.
Mekaipo.
Eh,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
that day I had to cover my whole face, my nose, and
Okay. So what, minus
everything.
75?
No, not there. Minus 62.8 degrees Celsius. Yeah,
Where was that?
it didn't say.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it didn't say.
okay,
So that's the answer.
okay. Well, some of these things are just to throw some interesting facts out there because I can't put it in a question per
Right.
se, right? So, okay, well, I can ask one to how many provinces does Canada have?
Oh,
Provinces and territories.
oh yeah.
Well, there's 10 provinces and then three territories, right? And also, one thing, did you know that the Trans-Canada Highway is the longest in the world? It is 7,604 kilometers or 4,725 miles
Wow.
long. Yes. Also, Canada is the largest country after Russia, 9.98 million square miles. Mhm. And the nickname for a Canadian is, yeah, wait there,
Ooh.
Canuck. You
Is
know, Vancouver, their hockey team is
oh
Vancouver Canucks,
yeah,
yes.
Canucks,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. All right. So we will go to commercials and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
off you go.
yeah. So recently I've been doing more financial stuff on
Mhm,
social media. So check out my pages on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you can think of. And my handle is at Russell Hints.
mhm.
So yeah, you can go follow me and check out the videos.
Cool. Please support Yara Russell in her endeavors. She is doing great things. Mhm. So,
Thank
continuing on, um, Ajo Odomensa does programs on Fridays at Brabo Musem. She hasn't been able to be on in the last few weeks or so. And on Saturdays, she has a program with marriage talks with Reverend Osofo Samuel Okoso. Very enlightening programs, different aspects of marriage, relationships. Sometimes other topics also come into play, or we on the platform suggest some topics and then they come and they treat it. So today I'm not sure what is coming up, but they come on at 1:30, no, 3:30 p.m. Eastern.
you. Mhm.
So that's 1:30 Mountain Standard. Remember, Canada has 6 time zones. We learned that today. So that
Uh,
is a lot, yeah. And yeah, and then also we have Pastor Patience Edwards. Pastor Patience is a coach, so please, Blue Bridges Coaching. She's an excellent coach. She'll help you reset and get you on your way. Very no games, very professional. And I've done coaching with her before, so I've written a review on her platform. So go look for it, and that will help you make your decision. As well, she does health awareness on ASEA. Um, she does a lot of videos about it. ASEA it helps the digestive system. It helps with all kinds of body issues. And there's confirmation, there's testimonies that have come out about it. Gut health, it does a lot. I take some myself, so I can speak for it. She's also a tap send agent. So when you send money and you use her code Lady P, you will get a discount, 15%, I believe it is. As well, there's a sister Isha Ankra. She doesn't do programs, but she supports all of us, ladies doing programs on social media. She's she does Avon. She's an Avon person. She's in London, so only those around that area can order from her. As well, she does Juice Plus, and then also she sells household products, utensils. She's been putting them out on social media, so please support her. Aisha is supportive to everybody whose platform that she comes on. And then we have Sika Educate. Sika does a lot of educational programs, very, very insightful,
mhm.
like wow, and she's awesome, very, very intelligent lady, gives a lot of advice. Last week we did a program with her, myself, Amajo, Shaila Amajo Adamson, Sister Kuamwa, and Sika Educates. We did a program on Your Voice is Your Power, the Yvonne hashtag, the Yvonne Nelson story. Tomorrow we are continuing it. Is your mental health a priority for you? So you can join us on that platform at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Okay.
We will be there. So yeah, it's 4 p.m. your time.
Yes.
And 6 time zones in Canada. If you didn't learn anything today, go away with Canada has 6 time zones. So we're not all in Toronto.
Right.
Most Ghanaians say, oh, are you in Toronto?
Toronto,
No, not
yeah.
Toronto time. I'm Mountain Standard Time. And lunchtime talks, Sister Womrekwa, she also has a lot of bangers, just different issues, topics going on in our community. She comes to talk about it. Oh, and I cannot forget Miss Sage. Miss Sage, today would have been the day to have us in red t-shirts with a white maple syrup,
Right.
white maple leaf thing on our t-shirts, and just, hopefully maybe next year we can, God willing, we'll have that for our program. So
Mm.
sageshare.com. If you are on our Sister Ajodo's platform, you will see her advertising a lot of the t-shirts with maps of Africa, maps of Ghana, different types of jewelry. What do you call it? Creams. Yeah, bought a shea butter cream,
Oh.
just different things. Please go to that platform. Miss Sage has been supporting us from the beginning. Miss Sage, there's something there's something that I wanted to say. The first time that I came into contact with Miss Sage was on Amma Manson's platform, and she wrote my name and she said, I've read your book, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. That's the first. I'm like, wow. And she's been here since. Every time she comes, no matter what, she'll come and join the program. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. Yes. So I hope I've got everybody now. I will go and do a few other commercials. Where are they? So here we go. Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. It's from my Own It book, A Guide to Taking Accountability and Responsibility for Your Own Life Journey. We provide life coaching. A lot of these things we are saying, do you need help? Do you need clarity in your life? Are you willing to take responsibility and do that work? Contact us. We also provide book coaching and publishing services. You have a story that you are writing. Sometimes we put ourselves down so much, we don't believe in ourselves, but your story is a solution to somebody's problem. That should be your takeaway today. Your story is a solution to somebody's problem. So tell that story so that somebody will be encouraged to do better in their life. We also provide women empowerment. Women are always busy nurturing, taking care of other people, my husband, my children, and then we come up with excuses because we don't want to do the work. Oh, go to school, go and do this. Oh, the children, oh, that. Have you stopped to think they grow up and they leave?
Mm.
I'm at that stage now. Your children are older, they are doing their own thing. What are you going to do with yourself? Are you going to sit there, twiddle your thumbs, and look at your husband's face and want him to come and uh, be your everything or fill you up? You need to fill yourself up. You need to get going, do what makes you passionate in life. So that is that one. And right now, Sister Ajua has said this on her platform. I am helping her to write her own book, and the testimonies that she gives about what we are doing should encourage you to write your story. Contact us. You can book an appointment on Auntie Yaa'S Book Club or by email at ownitbooks@gmail.com, or you can contact me on Messenger here for the ATTOBRAH. And so from there, let's go to this. So this page, Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner, is based on my 5 books. Let me talk about them. These 5 books, you can find them all on Amazon. There's one thing about our community that has come to light, for me anyway. We don't like to read. We don't like to read. So a lot of us like to speak out of ignorance. My thing about it is If you don't have the information, keep quiet. Speak up when you have information that you can share, and share it in a knowledgeable way, but don't be sharing information out of ignorance, because a lot of people listen and that is their takeaway. So you've increased or compounded the ignorance factor.
Mm.
We need to do better. So reflections for my a thirsty soul is an inspirational, motivational book that came out in 2020, COVID time. Yes. So I was asking the question, life is so frantic, we're in a frenzy, and when do you stop? Is that all? A lot of people are dying slowly inside and they don't know why. Read this book, you'll get some answers. The beauty of a woman's heart, as I said, women, oh my goodness, you know what? I don't know why I do it, but like me, I'm gathering intel. Or see, I can't say I'm gathering some of these platforms that I listen to, they are so toxic, so misogynistic. And I'm thinking to myself, we're in the year 2023 and women are being put down in this fashion. See, the culture and the faith. I'm a person of faith, don't get me wrong, but the truth has to be said. These two elements are used to oppress and suppress women in our community. You need this book. If you think your only role in life is to cook, clean, be a wife to somebody or do, bedroom affairs and all that, and that is it for you, I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you that you're on this earth. There's a purpose with which you came on this earth. You need to be fulfilling that. If the marriage happens, great. If it doesn't, you are still a human being. But culturally, we've been programmed. So women are beating women up over this. So you are not a missus, so you are divorced, or you
Mm.
don't have a child. Is that your identity? When did marriage become an achievement? Please read this book. Refreshing for my weary soul is a devotional. I take a story from the Bible and I share my insights on it. There's a section in there that you'll be very interested in. It's called Practical Nyamisem. Some of the things that I mentioned, I talk about in that aspect in terms of, you know, the way we worship Nyamisem gidi gidi gidi, but we don't apply it. We don't apply the word as it should be applied. And those are my insights, my take on it. So the fourth book is Own It, a guide to taking accountability and responsibility for your own life. Manna has stopped falling from heaven. God will only put people in your path to help you, but those people will only help you if you are helping yourself. They will only help you if you're helping yourself. Okay. I said I did um, coaching with Pastor P. If I didn't help myself, or whatever advice she gave me, if I was not taking it and I kept going back to her, kept going, she'll be fed up and say, this woman cry, what is going on with her? Let me leave her. So when you get help from people, apply. I heard the story of a guy who said he gave money to somebody to help him start a business or whatever it was. And the person is sitting there still waiting for that person to come and direct him. He goes, I can't do this.
Oh.
So think for yourself, do for yourself. We don't take responsibility for our own lives. This book is an Amazon best selling book in a category references, self-help, whatever on Amazon. So I am an Amazon international best-selling author. And when you come and sit here and say it, then people will mock that you our society. Our society. We need to do better. Yes. And the last one, fifth book, last but not the least, my unapologetic self is a guide to being real and living life on my own terms. As we are sitting here talking, and where I am at right now, at this age, I'm retired. And somebody is going to come and tell me how to be, how to think, how to walk, how to eat, how to look. I'm sorry. I've wasted a lot of years already. Okay? I can't do that. You have a chance. You may be younger than I am. Don't sit there wasting your time. We grew up with some good values and some are not so good. Me, I checked those ones. You see, you are programmed a certain way. Oh, respect the adult no matter what they do. Those times are over. Adults are causing trauma to us and they need to be called to account. And we, the young people, too, we are doing things, disrespectful things. We also need to be called to account. So at the end of the day, what it is that when you grow up and you become more aware, you tell yourself, okay, I've been defined this way. Is that who I am?
Mm.
Really? Or is there something else I need to be doing? You have to question yourself and do some of these things. Please get these books. They are all on Amazon. And be watching this platform. I put out videos and all kinds of things on these 5 books. So the name is FODA, ATTOBRAH. And please, when you've read the books, give me a helpful review, helpful and productive review on Amazon. That myth or urban myth or whatever it's called that we say that if you want to hide things from the black man, put it in a book. Let's do away with it.
Yeah.
Seek knowledge. Please seek knowledge. It will help you. Thank you kindly. I hope I have covered everybody. And now let's go back to some comments that came in. Okay. Pastor P says, thank you. No problem. Thank you. And then Facebook user Miss Sister, happy Canada Day. Thanks for the promo and all your educative programs. Stay blessed. I think this must be Sika. This must be Sika
Oh, okay.
or lunchtime talks. Yes. And Life's Dilemma said, Happy Canada Day. I'm enjoying the quiz and topic. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We wish we could do that every day. And
Hey.
then she says, Oh, hello, sis. Thanks for joining us. And Pastor P says, Auntie Yaa'S is the most awesome client. She listens and does it as she's supposed to and instructed to. Thumbs up. Thank you. We're on a learning journey and it doesn't look. When I put my first book out, I went on Facebook that particular year, and then there was this post that I saw of a 100-year-old woman who had put out her first book of poetry. What I like about the Abrofo people is they don't look at age. You can do anything you want at whatever stage of life. But as we put people in boxes, oh, this woman, what is she sitting there talking about all the time? I'm in my 60s. If you look at me, do you see it? Maybe only my gray hairs will tell you that. So you got to do, Pastor P, thank you so much. You got to do what you have to do. So yeah, we can wrap up. Unless anybody has a question that they want to ask us. Oh no, I hear thunderstorm. They're supposed to have a picnic today and it's going to rain. Oh no.
Oh, as you were saying, putting people in a box, I was just watching the news. That was last night. And I saw this 77 or 78
Oh,
year
okay. Thank you, message.
old
Okay. Yeah.
stage. Okay. Jumping out of the plane. And she was saying that people were trying to stop her, like, but she did. She was having so much fun. And I'm scared to do that. So it's all about us. So,
Mm-hmm.
what I would say is we need to work on ourselves seriously and be, and this is for people who like to spew out negative comments and also those who receive it without doing anything and it affects us. you know we need to work on ourselves, because when you've done the work on yourself and somebody is saying whatever they want to say, it doesn't affect you as much. Like
Mm-hmm.
previously, when we're younger and we didn't know, or
Mm-hmm.
and it's good that Araba was saying that they spoke to her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do that, and I was thinking that um, you would only know if you also communicate with your children. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at this in that aspect, that what was done to us, if we want to, you know, prevent our kids from going through the same thing, we need to
Mm-hmm.
build a communication line first.
Mm-hmm.
That child will be able to come to you and tell you these things, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can also, work on her. But you can't work on her when you haven't worked on yourself, or you
Mm-hmm.
can him or her. I tend to say her a lot. Yeah, but yeah, because it's not just women who go through this body shaming thing.
Mm-hmm.
We say all sorts of negative things to, the little boys as well, and they grow up
Yes.
with that in their mind, and it affects them as well. So yeah, I think I just wanted to touch on that from that angle as well.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
have become the husbands and the men that we see.
Yes, who are hurt inside and also portray it or try to,
Yes.
put it out on
Mhm.
wives. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I've heard this a lot in the past few weeks that we always talk about, oh, generational cases, so this and that. When you just spoke, stopping the cycle.
Yeah,
Sometimes if we stop the cycle, we won't come and say it's a generational something. You
yeah,
see a pattern in your family, it's up to you to be the one to stop it.
exactly.
It's like I had this situation of somebody, like say you have a parent who has a medical condition or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to go for a procedure, and then you are asked, "Oh, what did they go in for?" And you say you don't know. They didn't tell you. Like to me, I find that strange because for myself, if something is going on with me, my kids know. There was one time, 2 or 3 years ago, something was going on with me that I had to rush to. Um, it was in the evening, so I had to be going to medi centers and this and that. And then because I went to see my doctor after, and then I had to get something done. My kids knew. Like when it happened, my two daughters with me, my son rushed from wherever he was to come. So if you say, when I heard this, I was so sad in my spirit. I said, oh, so in our society, we are still doing this secretive thing. This, yeah.
Yeah.
Sika told me Katasumwemwa, so they have to patent it for me. Because anytime she hears that word,
True.
right? Because
Yeah.
I'm asking myself, yeah, when you go into a doctor's office, especially if, whoa, that was,
Whoa.
you heard it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I almost jumped. So, it's like, what was I even saying? You go to the doctor's office and you are asked to fill the forms, and they
Mhm.
ask you, is this condition in your family? Did
Yeah.
this happen? Did
Yeah.
that happen? Is there diabetic? Is there cancer? Is there, so if you are keeping these secrets medically, right?
Yeah.
So some of these things we have to be aware of and stop that cycle. For
Mhm.
me, I say that my parents were secretive. My children, I tell them everything and I won't apologize for it. They need to know.
You need to know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to know. So, yeah. And the thing about it is these values that we're talking about, use your mouth, your lips to bless people,
Mhm.
use your lips to praise people, speak about the good. Like you said, people will pay compliments, strangers, total strangers. Look, when I was working, I'd get in an elevator and it would be so easy to say to somebody, oh, I like that color on you, you look nice.
Yeah.
And they'll be talking about it. They get off on their floor. See you later, have a great day, fine. They don't know me, I don't know them, just humanity at work.
Yeah.
But us, all we know is yab yab yab. Fianenim, look at her face, ugly woman, this foolish man, and we're saying all kinds of things. Let's do better with our lips. Everything you say comes out of within you. That tells you something is awfully wrong.
Mhm.
So there should be no reason to be body shaming as a parent. There's even mothers who compare their kids. Oh, why are you not light skinned like your sister? Oh, you are not beautiful like this. We don't do that. Let's grow. Let's grow. Body shaming is a no. When you encounter it, call it out. Call it out. There should be no reason to be insulting people with their body parts. I don't like that. It just gets me. But
Mhm.
yeah, with that, we've come to the end of the program. Our next program will be on July 29th. There's 5 Saturdays in
July.
July. So technically, we're supposed to be back here on the 15th, but I'll be coming back from vacation. So I'm not sure. But if it happens, you'll see us. If not, it will be the 29th. So Stajua says having some mixed feeling about someone else's opinion is norm, but raining insults of the person is unacceptable.
Exactly.
Just because one's opinion is not aligned with yours does not give you the right to disrespect it. It's wrong. It's something that we have to learn. We are
Yeah.
not very good that way. But the thing is, these insults, they'll be there. One may say we can talk till we are blue in the face, but those who know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can still be on the journey and still keep speaking and convince somebody, but till then don't even let them stop you,
Yeah.
because people just want to stop you from doing what you have to do. Don't entertain negativity in whatever form it comes. So
Mm-hmm.
with that, happy Canada Day, yeah, and
Happy
thank
Day.
you all for joining us. We appreciate you. We'll be back whenever you see us the next time. That will be it. We'll be back with another topic. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
One.